the year 2000, a time of great anticipation and excitement. The world was on the cusp of a new millennium, and the air was thick with the promise of change. People gathered in cities around the globe, celebrating the dawn of a new era with fireworks, music, and a sense of unity. The Y2K bug, a much-feared computer glitch, had been averted, and the future seemed bright and full of potential. The internet, still in its infancy, buzzed with anticipation and uncertainty. It was a time when the digital world was just beginning to take shape, and the possibilities seemed endless. Early internet users explored this new frontier with a mix of curiosity and trepidation, navigating rudimentary web pages and connecting with others in ways that had never been possible before. Internet cafes sprang up in cities, becoming hubs of activity where people could experience the wonders of this new technology. The new millennium had arrived, and with it, a sense of limitless possibility. The world stood at the threshold of a future that promised innovation and progress. Cities began to transform, embracing futuristic designs and technologies that hinted at the marvels to come. People looked to the horizon with hope, dreaming of a world where anything was possible. It was in this digital frontier that a mysterious figure named Titor emerged, claiming to be a time traveler from the year 2036. His arrival was shrouded in mystery, his identity concealed behind a veil of anonymity. Titor's messages appeared on obscure online forums, sparking intrigue and debate among those who stumbled upon them. Who was this enigmatic figure, and what did he want? Titor's arrival was unheralded, his messages appearing on various online forums dedicated to time travel and the paranormal. These forums, often frequented by enthusiasts and skeptics alike, became the stage for Titor's revelations. His posts were detailed and compelling, filled with technical jargon and references to future events that captivated the imaginations of those who read them. The online community was abuzz with speculation and excitement. He claimed to be a soldier from the future, sent back on a mission of vital importance. According to Titor, he was part of a covert operation tasked with retrieving a specific piece of technology from the past. His descriptions of the future were vivid and alarming, painting a picture of a world very different from our own. He spoke of advanced military technology, societal upheaval, and the challenges that lay ahead. His story, told in fragmented posts and cryptic pronouncements, quickly captivated the online community. Each new message from Titor was dissected and analyzed, with users eagerly piecing together the puzzle of his narrative. His cryptic style only added to the allure, leaving readers hungry for more. The forums buzzed with theories and debates as people tried to separate fact from fiction. He offered glimpses into a future vastly different from our own, a world ravaged by conflict and ecological disaster. Titor's descriptions of the future were bleak and unsettling, filled with images of war-torn cities and desolate landscapes. He spoke of environmental catastrophes and societal collapse, warning of the dire consequences of humanity's actions. His messages served as a stark reminder of the fragility of our world. Titor's claims were as audacious as they were intriguing. He spoke with a confidence that suggested he truly believed in his mission and the future he described. His posts were filled with detailed predictions and technical explanations that lent an air of credibility to his story. Yet, for all his certainty, there were many who remained skeptical, questioning the plausibility of his claims and the authenticity of his identity. He spoke of a future where the United States had fractured into 5 smaller nations, where civil war loomed, and where technology had advanced far beyond our current understanding. Titor's vision of the future was one of division and turmoil, a stark contrast to the optimism of the new millennium. He described a world where political and social tensions had reached a boiling point, leading to widespread conflict and the eventual fragmentation of the nation. He claimed to be traveling through time in a machine he described in meticulous detail, even posting images of what he claimed were its control panels. Titor's descriptions of his time machine were intricate and technical, filled with diagrams and specifications that fascinated and baffled readers. He spoke of the principles of time travel with a level of expertise that suggested a deep understanding of the subject. His posts included images of the machine's control panels, adding a visual element to his narrative that further fueled the intrigue. His story, a blend of science fiction and conspiracy, resonated with an audience hungry for the unknown. In a world where the boundaries between reality and fiction were increasingly blurred, Titor's tale struck a chord with those who yearned for adventure and mystery. His posts became the stuff of legend, inspiring countless discussions, debates, and even works of fiction. The story of John Titor remains one of the most enduring and enigmatic tales of the early internet age, a testament to the power of storytelling in the digital era. Titor's messages were a curious mix of the mundane and the extraordinary. He first appeared on online forums in the early 2000s, claiming to be a time traveler from the year 2036. His posts were filled with detailed descriptions of his time, his mission, and the technology that enabled his journey. He spoke with a sense of authority that captivated his audience, blending everyday observations with profound insights and alarming predictions. He described everyday life in his time, speaking of the importance of family, gardening, and the simple pleasures of a world recovering from catastrophe. According to Titor, the future was a place where people had returned to a more agrarian lifestyle, valuing community and self-sufficiency. He painted a picture of a society that had learned hard lessons from its past, emphasizing the need for resilience and adaptability. He shared his thoughts on history, politics, and the nature of time itself. Titor's perspective on historical events was unique, often providing a different angle on well-known occurrences. He discussed the cyclical nature of history, suggesting that certain patterns and events were destined to repeat themselves. His political commentary was equally intriguing, as he spoke of a world divided by ideological conflicts and the struggle for power. These musings were interspersed with startling pronouncements about the future, predictions that ranged from the unsettling to the apocalyptic. Titor warned of dramatic changes in the global climate, leading to severe weather events and natural disasters. He spoke of a world where resources were scarce, and humanity was forced to adapt to new realities. His predictions often carried a sense of urgency, urging people to prepare for the challenges ahead. He spoke of a second American Civil War erupting in 2004, a conflict that would reshape the nation. According to Titor, this war would be sparked by deep-seated political and social divisions, leading to widespread unrest and violence. He described a fractured America, with different regions vying for control and influence. This prediction, while alarming, resonated with many who saw parallels in the current state of affairs. He warned of a global pandemic in 2008, far more devastating than anything we had experienced. Titor's description of this pandemic was chilling, as he spoke of a highly contagious and deadly virus that would sweep across the globe. He emphasized the importance of preparedness and the need for robust healthcare systems to combat such a threat. This prediction, in particular, struck a chord with many, given the recent experiences with global health crises. And he hinted at a future where time travel technology was not only possible, but commonplace. Titor described a world where time travel had become a reality, with people using it for various purposes, from historical research to personal exploration. He spoke of the ethical and moral dilemmas that came with such technology, raising questions about the impact of altering the past and the responsibilities of those who wielded this power. These pronouncements, delivered with an air of authority and conviction, sent shockwaves through the online communities where they were posted. Titor's posts sparked intense debates and discussions, with people analyzing his claims and trying to verify their authenticity. Some saw him as a prophet, while others dismissed him as a hoax. Regardless of their stance, Titor's presence left a lasting impact on those who encountered his messages. Titor's willingness to engage with his audience further fueled the intrigue surrounding him. He answered questions, provided clarifications, and even engaged in debates with skeptics. This level of interaction made him seem more real and accessible, adding to the mystery of his identity. People were fascinated by his knowledge and the consistency of his narrative, which only deepened their curiosity. He answered questions about his time, his mission, and the technology that made his journey possible. Titor's explanations were often technical and detailed, providing insights into the mechanics of time travel and the challenges he faced. He spoke of the dangers of temporal displacement and the precautions necessary to avoid paradoxes. His willingness to share this information added a layer of credibility to his claims, making his story even more compelling. He even offered advice on surviving the tumultuous future he described. Titor's tips ranged from practical survival skills to philosophical reflections on resilience and adaptability. He emphasized the importance of community, self-reliance, and the need to stay informed and prepared. His advice resonated with many, as it provided a sense of agency and hope in the face of an uncertain future. These interactions, while often brief and enigmatic, served to solidify his persona as a traveler from beyond the veil of time. Titor's presence on the forums became a phenomenon, with people eagerly awaiting his next post. His enigmatic nature and the depth of his knowledge created an aura of mystery that captivated his audience. Whether he was a genuine time traveler or an elaborate hoax, John Titor's legacy continues to intrigue and inspire those who delve into his story. One of the most intriguing aspects of Titor's story was his claim that he had been sent back in time to retrieve an IBM 5100 portable computer, a seemingly unremarkable piece of technology from the 1970s. This computer, which was one of the first portable computers ever made, was not widely known outside of certain technical circles. It was a machine that, at first glance, seemed to be just another relic of the early days of computing. According to Titor, this computer possessed a unique programming language essential for debugging legacy systems in the future. The IBM 5100 had a special ability to emulate the systems of older mainframe computers, a feature that was not widely publicized at the time. This capability, Titor claimed, was crucial for solving a problem that would arise in the year 2036. He claimed that a specific version of the computer, one with an optional feature rarely installed, was needed to avert a critical systems failure in 2036. This failure, he warned, could have catastrophic consequences for the future. The optional feature he referred to was the ability to read and write code in APL and BASIC, two programming languages that were essential for the task at hand. Titor's explanation for choosing this particular model was technical and complex, further adding to the mystery surrounding his claims. He described how the IBM 5100's unique capabilities were not just a matter of historical interest, but were vital for the survival of future technology. The idea that a piece of technology from the past could hold the key to the future was both fascinating and perplexing. Titor's insistence on the importance of the IBM 5100, a computer largely forgotten by the dawn of the 21st century, intrigued many. The IBM 5100 was not a commercial success and was quickly overshadowed by more advanced machines. Yet, Titor's story brought it back into the spotlight, making people wonder what secrets it might hold. Some speculated that Titor's mission was a clever ruse to acquire a rare and valuable piece of technology. The IBM 5100, with its unique capabilities, could be worth a fortune to the right collector or organization. Others wondered if there was more to the IBM 5100 than met the eye, some hidden capability that made it essential to the future Titor described. The true purpose of Titor's quest for the computer, however, remained shrouded in mystery. Was he really a time traveler sent on a mission to save the future? Or was he a clever hoaxer with a deep knowledge of obscure technology? The debate raged on with no clear answers in sight. The IBM 5100, once a forgotten piece of technology, became a symbol of the mystery and intrigue surrounding Titor's story. It was a reminder that sometimes the most unassuming objects can hold the key to the most profound mysteries. Whether Titor's story was true or not, it captured the imagination of many and sparked a renewed interest in the history of computing. As people delved deeper into the story, they discovered that the IBM 5100 was indeed a remarkable machine for its time. It was one of the first computers to offer a complete system in a portable package, and its ability to emulate older systems was a groundbreaking feature. This made Titor's claims all the more intriguing, as it suggested that he had a deep understanding of the machine's capabilities. The true purpose of Titor's quest for the computer, however, remained shrouded in mystery. Whether he was a time traveler or a hoaxer, his story left a lasting impact on those who heard it. The IBM 5100, once a forgotten piece of technology, became a symbol of the mystery and intrigue surrounding Titor's story. It was a reminder that sometimes the most unassuming objects can hold the key to the most profound mysteries. Whether Titor's story was true or not, it captured the imagination of many and sparked a renewed interest in the history of computing.